Hey y'all, it's Crystal. Thanks so much for stopping in. So today, just a little book chat today. We're going to talk about Into the Forest, Tales of the Baba Yaga. This is an anthology that's just been released, so it's brand spanking new, and you can go check it out right now. It was put out by Black Spot Books. It's edited by Lindy Miller Ryan, and there's a wonderful introduction by Christina Henry. So I just want to do a little quick thank you to Netgalley, of course, the publishers there, because I did get an early copy of this through Netgalley, even though I'm a little late at reviewing it, because should I mention again the horrible slump I was in October? But yeah, so I got a little behind on actually reading it. It came out, it was released, I think it was November 8th was its release day, so it is still brand spanking new, so you can go check it out if you are interested. So for me personally, I love the lore of Baba Yaga. I just think she's such an interesting character. So she's steeped in Slavic folklore. She's this little, usually portrayed as sort of old crone type of woman. She rides around in her mortar, sort of yielding her pestle and flying around up to it might be good or bad sorts of magic. It might be up to interpretation. And then, of course, she famously lives, usually in the deep, deep forest, in a little house with chicken legs that can kind of get up and move itself around as needed. So, yeah, I love Baba Yaga. Baba Yaga, I'm a fan. So I was immediately drawn to this book because, of course, the cover has a little house right there on the cover. So I said, I've got to read these stories. And I really enjoyed the bulk of these stories, honestly. For an anthology, you just never know what you're going to get, right? When you've got such a mix of authors and stories. And, sometimes you just never know. But this one, honestly, like I said, I enjoyed, the vast majority of these stories. There are 24 stories in here, which is, it's a decent size for sure. So definitely a lot of perspectives. They are all female authors, as far as I could tell, and they're international. So you get perspectives, from different sorts of folks, and yeah, so just like this, I'm going to run through the authors that are included. Some of them are definitely are noticeable. I recognize their names. So let me run through them really quickly. So Stephanie M. Whiteovich, Gwendolyn Keist, Yi Ziya, Sarah Tantlinger, Linz McLeod, Christina Singh, Donna Lynch, Catherine McCarthy, Joe Kaplan, Lisa Quigley, Monique Schneemann, Karina Bissett, Mercedes M. Yardley, Jill Baguchinsky, Jess Hageman, Jacqueline West, Evie Knight, Octavia Cade, R.J. Joseph, Alexandra Weiss, Heather Miller, and Suba Said Razvi. So yeah, really great group of authors there. Again, some of them I definitely, the names I definitely recognized. So yeah, just a little bit about, some of the stories. They really range in kind of, tone and feel, while really keeping the heart of the Baba Yaga lore and kind of expanding it some also in some of the stories. They range from the real sort of fantastical to a fairy tale feeling, to some are really outright dark and creepy and violent and spooky. So a really good range of stories. Some are fiercely feminist and really kind of thought about Baba Yaga as a strong female leader and when using her magic to help women out that needed it. There was one in which the Baba Yaga was in her human form. She was murdered by a abusive boyfriend, and she sort of became this like witch of the river, and she lived in a little hut by the river, and it was set during World War II, and this woman kind of connected with her spirit and brought Nazis to her to have Baba Yaga take care of them, so that one I really enjoyed. But definitely a lot of conversations around sticking up for, Baba Yaga as someone who sticks up for women. There was some that she don't, because again, Baba Yaga can be seen as kind of a good or kind of bad, good or bad, kind of kind of character. She is known for her witchy, wily ways, crafting her spells with her mortar and pestle. So I think this definitely gives you many different perspectives of Baba Yaga, and really add to the overall lore. So I just want to say I recommend it, especially if you're into Baba Yaga and you just are kind of looking for some, kind of fresh takes on her story. I would definitely recommend it. Or if you don't really know much about Baba Yaga and maybe you're now interested, it's a great collection. And again, some of them, if you're into horror, you'll find some for you there. If you're into more fantasy or dark fantasy, fairy tale type stories, you'll find some of that too. So I think it's kind of a little bit for everybody. So yeah, that's going to end it for me today. Just a quick one, but I just wanted to definitely recommend this anthology because I thought it was excellent. Again, that's Into the Forest, Tales of the Baba Yaga. So it's available now, and so you can go check it out. All right, that's it for me today. Thanks so much for stopping in as usual, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.